It's 2021 and we are seeing the greatest acceleration of digital banking in history. Adopting an ecosystem approach can enable capturing market value and consumer trust. The question is, how can a bank make the most of this once in a generation opportunity to reinvent their business? To tell us more, we are being joined by Mukul Sukhani, Senior Vice President, Mastercard.
Thank you, and good afternoon to all of you. It's been a pretty interesting day today. We've heard some very interesting stuff, and the panel just before was an exciting discussion talking to us about neobanks. We are all excited about neobanks and what's happening there. And what this really outlines for us today is the opportunity that exists in this space. I think, we've been talking since morning about digitization. We have been speaking about how various players in the system, in the ecosystem, are taking advantage of digitization and what they need to do. So before I get into, what's going to happen to the banking industry and where that's going to go, possibly, let me first start with a little bit of statistics to put things into perspective, right? So 34%, about 440 million of India's population is millennials, the first generation of digital natives. Amongst the Gen Z, as they are popularly known, and millennials, 61% are most likely to switch to a fully digital bank in the future. Interestingly, and this is a fact that I just discovered over the last couple of days, India has the world's highest usage of data per smartphone at an estimated 9.8 GB per month. Interestingly, also, there is a 42% decline in the usage of cash over the last couple of years. And over the next 4 years, we expect cash to be the least used traditional payment method. 64% of consumers have tried a new payment method in the last 12 months. These are pretty interesting points when you think about how things are rapidly changing and how the environment that we are living in is changing so rapidly, right? So what does that do? That brings us to the point that consumers are looking for seamless solutions that allow them to flow from one experience to another at a touch of a button. And there are a large number of players in the entire ecosystem that are taking advantage of what the consumers are looking for. And at the heart, really, of everything is the ability of these new players to offer frictionless experiences. I think when I think about what neobanks, what fintechs, what digital players are doing, it's all about being customer first, it's all about being digital first, and it's a lot about innovation. Now, what does that bring the industry to? I think that gives the industry an opportunity to evolve digitally. The banking industry has traditionally, not traditionally, the banking industry today is sitting on millions of customers, right? And this is an opportunity that they can seize to leverage the existing database of customers that they have, evolve the way they deal with them, and create more engagement and more loyalty. So what are the pillars of the evolution of the banking industry? Number one, a digital first and a customer first approach. Number two, tech-enabled, frictionless customer journeys. 3, innovative solution, leveraging technology. And 4, a very important thing that I don't think we should forget is all of this brings risks, and especially in the cyber environment, there are a lot of risks. So we have to focus, while we digitize the entire journey, we have to focus on customer safety through fraud prevention and cybersecurity.